Man, there isn't much more fun than shooting a suppressed blackout. That is super fun.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to Twang and Bang. Well, if you watch that clip closely, you probably saw there's one thing cooler than shooting a suppressed blackout, and that's shooting a suppressed blackout with an American flag flying in the background. Now, I actually didn't intentionally frame the shot that way. I didn't notice the flag until I uploaded the video later, but I think it's pretty cool. I mean, what better way to exercise my Second Amendment freedoms than to shoot with a suppressor on an autoloading SBR using a 30-round magazine. And that's actually what this video is about. This new Gen M3 PMAG 30 from Magpul. Unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that Magpul has redesigned both the material as well as some of the interior and exterior dimensions of their new generation mags. They've also replaced the follower with a different design. And I wanted to see if any of these changes affected its usability for the 300 Blackout round. This is not a full-on test video. I'd be putting a lot more rounds down range, be doing a lot of more scientific kind of comparisons. But I did have fun at the range, trying to see if I could make a mess out of the rounds in one of these mags, and I wanted to share it with you. And that's what's coming up next on Twang and Bang. There are already a bunch of videos detailing the differences between the new PMAG on the left and the old style on the right. So I'm not going to detail every single design change, but you do need to take a look at the followers at the top as well as the spring bases at the bottom. Those are significantly different. In fact, the new follower even has bevels at the bottom edge of the front of the follower that the old style doesn't have. There are also subtle differences to the ribs inside of the magazine, and those changes could impact how the new magazine supports the extra weight of the 300 Blackout round. The biggest challenge that any standard 5.56 magazine has when loaded with 300 Blackout is dealing with all the extra mass, especially when you're using the heavy subsonics. Like the 220 grain Remington subsonic that's loaded in this previous generation PMAG, that's 4 times the bullet weight of your standard 55 grain 5.56 load. So it's giving the magazine spring quite a workout when this magazine gets bounced around. That's actually the only source of 300 Blackout related failure I've had with this magazine style. So that's basically the test that I wanted to try out. I took the magazines and I bounced them off of my thigh to see if I could make enough of a mess in there that it would cause a failure to feed. Let's see how it goes. Second one popped out just there, just dropped out. These are expensive. I'm picking these up for sure. So full mag, partial mag, I could get rounds to pop off the top, but I didn't get any failures to feed. I've got to do this a lot more frequently before I say, hey, you know, this is a better magazine for 300 Blackout than the previous generation, but it certainly hasn't shown itself to be worse. If you want to learn more about the 300 Blackout, click here. I've got another cool video describing the round in a little bit more detail. If you like this video, please click the like button. It really helps me out. And be sure to subscribe to check out my other videos on bows and guns and other cool things. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang, and I hope to see you next time.